Last year, I stepped into my very first vendor event for Dia de los Muertos. I remember the nerves, the excitement, setting up my table, hoping people would stop by and try something I made with my own hands. I had no idea then that it would become the beginning of something so much bigger. Then, February of 2026 arrived, and suddenly, the bookkeeping kept coming. One market after another, more opportunities, more people discovering my work, more doors opening, and that's when I realized this is no longer just a hobby. This is the beginning of my journey towards opening a bakery cafe. I wanted to start documenting this process not only for myself, but to inspire others to follow their own dreams too. Because sometimes people only see the finished product, but not the years, the struggles, the rebuilding, and the persistence behind it all. My baking journey actually started back in 2002 after I had my first child. I was a teen mom, and something about becoming a mother awakened that señora vibe in me. Suddenly, cooking and baking became fascinating. I spent hours learning from library books. Baking books quickly became my favorite thing to borrow. One of my very first meaningful baking memories was making my dad's rosca de reyes for his birthday. I still remember how proud I felt creating something special for my family with my own hands. Then, in the spring of 2008, gelatin art entered my life, and everything changed. Later that same year, I began teaching gelatin art classes at my friend's cake supply store, Lori's Cakewalk Chicago. I started sharing my work online, creating content for social media before content creation was even what it is today. Little by little, people started following my journey. My work gained attention from television and magazines. Orders began coming through my website from all over the United States and even overseas. My handcrafted gelatin art tools, my original Gubia Needles, were traveling across borders and into the hands of artists around the world. At that point, I truly felt on top of the world. But life can change unexpectedly. In 2013, everything came to a complete halt during a narcissistic and mentally abusive relationship that lasted 19 years. I was slowly pulled away from everything I had spent years building. My passion, my creativity, my business, pieces of myself disappeared during that time. Eventually, I filed for divorce and moved forward with my life. But rebuilding something you once lost is never easy. Trying to find my way back to what once felt like my empire was honestly one of the hardest things I ever had to do. Even during the hardest season of my life, I continued baking in my kitchen for my family. I kept experimenting, testing recipes, learning, dreaming quietly, holding onto that small spark inside of me. And now, with a new chapter in life, my children beside me, and my husband who truly supports my dreams, we're finally pushing towards making this vision a reality. From pop-up events to now operating inside a portable shed marketplace through the Midway Chamber of Commerce in the Garfield Ridge area, we are finally taking those first real steps forward. Our very first soft opening alongside the Garfield Ridge Farmers Market was honestly emotional for me. We almost completely sold out. Seeing empty shelves at the end of the day felt surreal. But what touched me most was seeing family, friends, and loyal customers show up for us. They follow us from market to market. They share our flyers. They support every new step we take. And that means everything to me because it shows they truly believe in our products, our story, and our brand. This is only the beginning. And I truly believe that once this Midway Marketplace season comes to an end, we'll be taking the next big step towards opening our very own bakery cafe. A real space built from years of resilience, passion, heartbreak, healing, family, faith, and dreams that refuse to die. And if there's one thing I hope people to take from my story, is this. It's never too late to rebuild your dreams.